All right, good day, traders. Welcome back to the Tier 1 Trading Live Room, New York edition. Thank you for joining. Happy Wednesday to you. So, not a lot on my radar today. Did my analysis this morning. I was talking to George a lot. We saw a few advanced pattern formations setting up on a few indices out there, but not a lot that I was interested in the Forex market or any of the pairs that I went through. So we're going to make this a viewer choice day. So if anyone over on the live stream, YouTube or TradingView, if you have something specific that you wanted to take a look at, let me know. Type it in. If you do it in a timely manner, we can take a look at it. If not, a few of our traders here in the live room have a few things they're looking at. Steve is looking at every single yen pair, looking for pullbacks on every single one. Pullback trading opportunities at every single one. Duncan said took a pullback on the Aussie dollar this morning, looking for more downwards action. Bearish Aussie, but we got stopped out just before midday now, evaluating what the market is telling me about this move. Okay, cool. So we can take a look at the Aussie dollar. We can take a look at some yen pairs. I'll filibuster for a little bit to give our live streamers some time to chime in. It sounds good. Or she says my coffee cup on the Aussie Canada went bullish after the small flag. Your coffee cup, Orsi. The one thing that brought joy to my day after dollar yen ripped my heart out yet again. Dollar yen's been mean to me. How dare ye? But one of the reasons that we're seeing a little bit of slowdown, a little bit of consolidation in the markets today with many of the pairs is because of the fundamental news that is coming out. Two main news events that are coming out. We spoke about this in the weekend video. One is going to be our CPI report for the dollar. Big inflation report. Everyone cares about inflation for what the future is and all that stuff. Are we cooling it down? Interest rate hikes, blah, 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 blah. Big news there for the dollar at 8:30. And then dollar Canada, right? We talked about how we had a New Zealand rate hike yesterday. We've got a Canadian rate hike today. Expectation is another 75 basis points. Again, the market doesn't really care about the actual rate hike. That's going to be priced in. We know that's happening. The question is, what will the future hold, right? Canada has talked about doing a few rate hikes, I think maybe one more, and then starting to kind of slow down a little bit. So we'll see in the statement, which is always the most important thing, in my opinion, or the press conference, what they say about that. Again, the market doesn't really care about the now. It cares about the next, unless there is some deviation from the expectation. So the time when the market really cares about the actual news event is if it has no idea what's going to happen. With a, like a CPI report, you tend not to know what's going to happen here. With a rate statement, you do, unless they come out and surprise you and do something different. Then you see people scrambling to readjust their position. So Kamani over here on YouTube says, Akil, can you do an IPDE on the Aussie dollar? Perfect. That will go back into Duncan's idea as well. So let's hop into the Aussie dollar. We'll make that our first pair. I'll get it in my notes. Then we'll destroy some yen pairs for a little bit. And I'll probably... we'll probably make it a short day unless something unexpected occurs. So let's hop into the Aussie dollar and start higher time frame on the daily, work our way down. What time frames were you looking on, Duncan, for your pullback trades and whatnot? Or for your evaluation, I should say. So I took a pullback on Aussie dollar this morning looking for a move downwards, but got stopped out midday evaluating what the market is telling me next about the moves, right? So let's talk about Aussie dollar. Let's go one more time frame up. So bigger picture Aussie dollar here on the daily, just as a reminder, our expectation is a continued move lower, right? We have broken and closed below a previous level of structure. You can see my green line right here. You can see the big, strong, bearish candle, the red one, breaking and closing below. So again, part of our rules on reading a price chart is understanding key levels of structure and understanding what predictions to make if key levels of structure hold or if key levels of structure are violated. In this case, the key level of structure was violated with a break below and a close below, which allows us to make the prediction, hey, Vincent, that price is likely to go lower. The next question we want to ask ourselves is, if price is likely to go lower, where are we likely to go lower to? If you guys remember, this was a little bit of a confusing setup because there's not a real key level of structure. But man, I feel like we just did this yesterday. We probably did just do this yesterday. But we have this area right here that we were taking a look at on Aussie dollar. We did just do this yesterday. This was yesterday's traded today, actually. 65.88. So this would be a good reminder. 65.88 down to this 64 level. Duncan says his entry was a double test of the 67.72 level on the 60, stop at 67.91. So still looking for continuations, just as in yesterday. And I apologize for doing the same pair 2 days in a row. I forgot we did this yesterday for our trade of the day, but things have changed. We can always reevaluate it. So we're still in. The question we need to ask ourselves is, has anything changed with our initial prediction, right? Has anything happened in the market that causes us to switch from our bearish prediction to, let's say, a bullish prediction? And again, when I say think, it's not just like, I wonder, I think, but it's actually using what we see on the price chart, right? Has any key level of structure been violated? Has the integrity of our trend or our move been broken? Give me a second to close the window. Trash people are out. Always so noisy, messing up my birds. Christine says possible Gartley at daily pound yen ? Ooh, you know how you may not notice, Christine. I don't like question marks, so I want you to retype that in. And I want you to tell me, is it or isn't it a Gartley? I don't want question marks. That's uncertainty, right? I don't want uncertainty. I want you to tell me possible Gartley or not a Gartley. And I also want you to give me, if you can, give me a direction, bullish or bearish, and then give us an X leg. That way our traders can check it out in the meantime while we're talking about Aussie dollar. So three things for you to do. So let's pop down to the 4-hour chart here. And again, you can see here was our falling channel. We thought it was going to form into a descending triangle. We spoke about this yesterday when we came to the live room. We said, probably not going to be a descending triangle anymore on the hourly, but it depends on how it holds. And we ended up spiking up. So you can see we came back up to retest structure. This is probably the double top that Duncan was looking at right here. And now we're continuing higher. So we still have our bearish bias here. Something that we can look for is a complex pullback. And a complex pullback is a multiple leg pullback. So in real life, the market doesn't typically just give you kind of a straight move up or a straight move down. It ebbs and flows. So we can start saying to ourselves, okay, well, if we're going to get a complex pullback, where is that complex pullback likely to go to? And there's a few things we can do here, right? We can take a 1-to-1 measured move, AB equals CD pattern. So copy our swing high to swing low. I'm going to copy and clone this. Bang, tag it back on, right? So if we got a 1-to-1 measured move, where would that put us? That would put us right up here at about 68.11. I like to be visual, so I'm going to put a little line right here. What is something that we can add to our analysis, to our discovery here, to try to find a location that we can pinpoint on? Bartleys are fresh in my eyes. Yeah, I still want to answer though. I still want you to tell me if it's a Gartley or not. And I would like an X leg, and I would like a direction. We gotta get in the habit of doing this. Get in the habit of doing this. Real quick, Kamani says, Akil, I was just wondering, Akil, does the fact that we had a double bottom on the Aussie dollar 1 hour make you cautious about the sell? No. Nope. It does not. All right, so let's bring in some Fibonacci extensions here. From our same swing low to swing high, our A to our B of this AB equals C pattern. we're going to see just like on the higher time frame, right? We're not really getting a lot of confluence there. We got a 127 a little bit lower. We got a 1618 a little bit higher. It doesn't really help us out much. We can bring in a Fibonacci retracement as well from our previous swing here. Swing high to swing low. This is why it's so important to understand how to read these swing highs and swing lows, because if we're going to use any tools, it's important that you choose the right points to choose for. And we got a 618 Fibonacci retracement lining up right there with our AB equals CD pattern. So we do have a little bit of confluence right there at a 618, right about 68.11s. That's right above that 68 even handle. We always want to take even handles into account. So this could be the level that if you're looking for a complex pullback, you can look for your complex pullback to come to. Now, this is very important. And we dove into this yesterday, I believe, after the live stream was over. But just because you have this prediction doesn't mean, I guess, unless you're a very aggressive trader, do you just put a sell order right on that level, right on that price point? No. I mean, and you could if you're super aggressive, to each his own, but no, right? Just because we make a prediction doesn't mean it's likely going to happen. There's nothing that says the market is going to come to that level and reverse. Just that's the level we want to keep an eye on. That's the level that if we get to that level, then we want to start going down to our lower time frame and looking for our reasons for entry. And again, if your reason for entry is super aggressive, then that is 100% fine as well. Kamani says, and that is because you already have a bias from your higher time frame. Yes. So again, the key with the overall prediction is asking yourself this question: has the integrity of the setup been violated? And we know what needs to happen for the integrity of the setup to be violated. So double bottom or no double bottom, rising or falling channel or no falling channel, unless the integrity of the setup has been violated, then there's no reason to change the prediction until that happens. So we can look left. We got structure as well. Someone mentioned this. I forgot who it was, but we can look left. We got a nice little structure level right here as well. So not a bad level we can look at for that complex pullback to come to. Let's go down to the hourly. I think that's what Duncan was looking at originally. Again, you can see the double top right here. Now, again, this is what I always want to be cautious about with double tops. And this is just from this is my personal trading. But what do you guys notice about this? Not a double top, but you labeled it a retest. This is why I always want to be cautious. And this is a good one. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. It comes up. We get a nice hold right here. Very nice, even though this is a bullish candle. I look at this as being a bearish candle. If you guys know how we talk about candlestick formations, you'll understand why. It's not about the color of the candle, but the formation. We have a nice inside bar after that. We know that an inside bar is a sign of what, guys? If you've been with me long enough, you know this. So we've got technically a bearish candle or a weak bullish candle. We then have an inside bar, which is a pause, a consolidation. This is a doji candle as well. And we follow that up with a lower low, lower close. I think that is a great reversal setup. Would you guys agree, that 3-bar combination here? I think that is telling you a wonderful story. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that the peak of this, or the valley, came down to previous structure. But the actual setup at the top looks very well. So again, looking for a complex pullback up here. We can do the same thing from a smaller perspective as well, since we do have some more ebb and flow action here, right? Take a 1-to-1 measure move, swing low to swing high. That's going to put us a little bit lower, so we're not going to get any confluence up there. I'd be curious to see if we get a 1618 from here, though. Fibonacci extension, swing low to swing high. Nope, not going to get that either. So yeah, I would wait till market comes to, and again, I think we're going to put in a little bit of a fight at the 68 even handle just because it's a psychological number. But the 1618, I think that's a good level to take a look at, a good level to reevaluate to see if, I mean, obviously you got to see if you're allowed to, but if you're allowed to get a selling opportunity. And if you are, then it's your second chance in getting involved in the continuation trade. second chance in getting involved in continuation trade. And again, that opportunity is going to be available until we violate the integrity of the setup. And that is going to mean until we violate these highs. Once we take out these highs right here, 68.75, that's where our mind is going to change and be like, you know what? Probably shouldn't be short. We'll be in that bullish rotation. Not a bullish trend, but a bullish rotation. So complex pullback, potential trading opportunity here on Aussie dollar. Is this what you're looking at as well, Duncan? And YouTube Trading View, any questions about this setup? Nope, we don't have a pattern here, do we? Nope, not hitting the 50%. Duncan's looking at the same things. That what's the next? I'm not too familiar with the Greystone continuation setup. What's the third entry reason for you? Right, the double top, the second is the third one. Is there? What's the third one? I'm not even sure if the double top is. Double top might have been the first one. What's the next one? I guess I should say. Double top is the second. Okay. What would you need for the third? Nice 26.18, by the way. On the other hand, speaking of the double bottom, nice 26.18 right here. Pull back in the previous structure. Boom. Retest, lower low, lower close is the first. Oh, double top first. Oh, double top is the first. Double top first, lower low, lower close second. Double top third. So DT, L3C, DT. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, if there aren't any other questions from YouTube, I'll let you guys get out of here. As always, smash the like on your way out. If you're late and maybe catching this on delay and you have any questions, just type it in the comment section below. I do read through them. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Again, 8:30 CPI, 8:30, right? Is it 8:30 Bank of Canada rate statement? 8:30 or 10 o'clock, one of the two. Double check that. But some high impact news out for this week.